between 1898 and 1900 on a side of a former small inn, the military casino served as a place for festivities and receptions for the Austro-Hungarian army. Its size and shape express the mixture between the Führerprinzip and the provincial stillness, the sometimes tense relationship between Schönbrunn and Országház, the Hungarian parliament. It also evoked a majestic order, yet somewhat more restrained here, as well as the ubiquitous imperial eclecticism. The hermeneutics of building slender yet solid lines evoked La Belle Époque from the end of the 19th century, but interpreted in the style of the Ausgleich, which is the Compromise of 1867, which established the dual monarchy of Austria-Hungary. It breathed existentialist engagement, opulence, order, and militarism. In the autumn of the exceptional year of 1918, it was this building that was chosen as the meeting place for the representatives of the Romanian nation. Of the National Assembly that had gathered in Alba Iulia on December 1st were carried out in the more spacious hall of the Mihai Vodă's fortress. This one, modestly decorated only with satin curtains and flags hanging behind a green podium, looked too small under the siege of the 1,228 delegates, but managed to brilliantly fulfill its unlikely mission to host and witness the unanimous vote for the unification of the provinces of Transylvania, Banat, and the counties in Hungary inhabited by Romanians with the Kingdom of Romania. It was here where Vasile Goldiș, the man of the day, with his thunderous voice read the resolution of the Union. It was here where the entire assembly sang Deșteaptă-te Române, Wake Up Romania, the anthem of present Romania, at 13:30 on December 1st, 1918, with eyes bathed in tears. The most important object in the whole of Union is the portfolio of Vasile Goldiș, which contains the manuscript of the speech delivered by the illustrious Transylvanian leader. The Union Act, also known as the Union Resolution, contains 9 articles that summarize the aspirations of the Romanian generation of the First World War regarding their own national destiny. The first 2 articles were setting, imposing, while the following 7 set forth the guiding principles for the new state. For example, Article 1, the most important of them, reads as follows. The National Assembly of all Romanians in Transylvania, Banat, and the Hungarian country, gathered through their designated representatives in Alba Iulia on 1st of December 1918, decrees the union of Romanians and all territories inhabited by them with Romania. A soldier announced from a window of the building to the people standing outside that the vote was taken. The vote for unification of Transylvania with the Kingdom of Romania. But the events in Alba Iulia were not confined to the welcoming yet limited setting of the Union Hall, the military casino. Over 100,000 people participated to the People's Assembly on Câmpul lui Horea, Horea's field, named after the leader of the Romanian peasant revolt of 1784, where the participants were awaiting the decisions of their representatives. Once well established in the Romanian national saga, the place that would be called the Union Hall underwent significant changes for the celebration of the coronation of King Ferdinand I and Queen Mary of Romania in 1922. A portal, triumphant and leafy, with a Latin inscription on the frontispiece and the integration of circular shapes inside was added. The walls were repainted in vivid colors. New murals were depicting great leaders of the past. The echoes of the former Austro-Hungarian life, the wars, the dances, had been forever muted. The hall witnessed a terrible time during the Stalinist period, from the end of the Second World War until 1958. It was an interval in which the building with the Hall of Union belonged to the army, to the local garrison, and functioned as a military circle. It was a time when the unification of 1918 was seen as imperialist, anti-revolutionary and reactionary, and not as a crucial landmark in the history of Romanians. This was when most of the damage of the aesthetics and functioning of this iconic building occurred. In 1958, the museum in Alba Iulia took over the place, and while the authorities pondered with the idea whether to open here an exhibition dedicated to the Romanian Communist Party, the destruction stopped. Redevelopment and refurbishment projects of the building were carried out in 1967-68 as the unification of 1918 was again recognized as a most important historical moment. An exhibition devoted to the events of December 1st was set up. Other renovation works would follow in 1993, 94, and 2018-2019, when Pierre Bellet's portraits of some of the most important Romanian historical figures painted on the walls were restored to their former glory. The 2018 project was not only one of rehabilitation, but also of restoring the spirit of the place, closer to its look and feel of 1922.